just want to say that because a lot of quarterbacks don't do that.
No.
Right? A lot of quarterbacks will sit up and say, you know what? That's on me. Yeah. I played bad. I turned the ball over. Right? And I just love Patrick Mahomes for that because that's the type of person he really is.
But he didn't have a choice, 2-5. Like, again, we'll praise Patrick Mahomes. We do 364 days of the year. But on this day, it's not the day to gloat about how great. I mean, he played so bad. The loss was, I can't say exclusively on him. I got to address Andy later. But this loss looks as bad as it can look for Patrick Mahomes. When I'm thinking about it, I'm reminded of what Tom Brady actually said on The Herd. Colvin, I don't know if we have that sound, and don't roll it yet because I haven't heard it. But Tom Brady on The Herd, I haven't heard it in previewing the show. Tom Brady on The Herd, he said, quarterbacks this day and age, they don't process as fast as they used to.
That's true. That's true.
Brady said, I used to step to the line of scrimmage. My last Super Bowl win, this was Brady speaking, against the Chiefs.
My
last Super Bowl win, he said, I already knew what they were going to be in. He said, by the time I got to the line, I knew their coverage better than they knew their coverage. He said, I knew where Ty Matthew was going to be. I knew where the linebackers were going to be. I knew where everybody was going to be. That's why I could get the ball out of my hand so quickly. It was exposed, the lack of processing by quarterbacks, at least Patrick Mahomes, yesterday, because he was seeing ghosts. Call it what it is.
Yes.
He was seeing ghosts, and by ghosts, I mean he was seeing defenders that weren't there.
Yeah.
He was seeing 12, 13 people on the football field. The Eagles were only rushing 4. They got home with 4. 42 dropbacks. They rushed 4 every single time. Patrick Mahomes, he just started stepping into sacks. You get a sack. You get a sack. You get a sack. You get a sack. I understand the Eagles' pass rush. It was good. But Mahomes started seeing things that wasn't even there. We call it phantom pressure. When there's not actually pressure, but you start seeing the illusions of pressure.
That's what Sam Darnold was talking about.
That's what was going on with Patrick Mahomes. Exactly right.
I will say this, though. That's the first, well...
That's what Sam Darnold was talking about.
But no, real talk. I remember when, so playing with the Chiefs in 2019, right? He was special, right? And he was younger then.
Yeah.
But he would have issues with sometimes stepping in the pocket or dropping back so far because he's a strong arm. He'd get it out there. He didn't want to deal with the pressure. But he's been getting better with that. Yesterday night, he went back. He resorted back to some of that old Patrick Mahomes. And I think when they were getting to him, they made him look regular, right? Now, obviously, he's not regular, but they made him look regular. And another thing I want to talk about, we like to compare Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. Well, I do. I say there's nobody close to Tom Brady but Patrick Mahomes because all the success he's been doing, et cetera. Yesterday, it taught me something. Hold up, Shady. Take your time a little bit. There's a big gap between Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady.
Explain.
And that showed me yesterday.
Elaborate.
Because, first of all, Tom Brady is never going to be in a Super Bowl game and get embarrassed like that. Tom Brady's never going to look like that, right? And then even I went back, so as I'm partying and had to take the flight back and I'm you know, get ready for the game and all that, I look at the when they played the Patriots. The Patriots played the Falcons. And they were getting their tail whooped by 25 points, right? And in the third quarter, you see him doing what Tom does. Hey, let's go. We got to be special now. Now it's time to be great. Everybody, when I look at the Chiefs,
that sideline was.
They were quiet. I look at Pat. Pat was like, yo, what's going on? I'm like, I played with Pat. I've been there when we were down to the 24 points by the Houston Texans when they're kicking their tails. I was there for that. I was there for when we was losing to the in 2019, we losing to the Super Bowl game against the 49ers. And he was motivated and getting everybody going. I didn't see none of that. Everybody was quiet.
Why do you think that is?
Well, you was getting your tail whooped.
Just because from the start.
And the way he was playing, you ain't giving up pick sixes.
Confidence.
You Patrick Mahomes pick six in the Super Bowl to a rookie
on his birthday.
Hold up. Then we come right back. Okay, you know what? Let's get some momentum before the half, right? Because we had a great team. And Andy Reid always says great teams either score before half or at the end of the game. So I said, okay, they're not tripping yet. You throw another pick?
Another one.
Bad one. And the last part is when watching the game also, the defense played great for the Eagles, right? Defensive line played great as well. But there was sometimes, you was rattled. Before the pressure get there, you in and out. Am I scrambling or not? And once I seen that, I said, the whole time you thought that all the experience were the Chiefs, it didn't like that last night. Like all the experience on the Eagles. You seen guys frustrated on the sideline for the Chiefs, not talking, not communicating. They're like they seen a ghost. So I don't know, man. We got to. All I'm saying is when we talk about the greats, Mahomes is still a great, obviously.
No question.
But there is a nice margin between him and Tom Brady right now today.
I mean, look, when I watch the game, and watch Mahomes from a quarterback perspective, 6 sacks. A lot of those sacks were on him, right? And I would say, and we'll address it later with Andy too, he wasn't chipping the defensive ends at all. Like, it was 5 offensive linemen versus 4 defensive linemen, and the only thing those 4 defensive linemen wanted to do was to sack Mahomes. They could care less about rushing. through 3 series, Andy Reid had 1 rushing attempt. The Chiefs had 1 rushing attempt. What do you think the D-line is going to do? Acho, if you're the D-line or you're linebacker, hey, just rush.
Yeah.
You're not running the ball.
Yeah.
Like we're up 17-0. You're going to rush the quarterback. And so, unfortunately for like the Chiefs, right, they had won like 16, 17, 18 consecutive 1-score games in a row. But they have done it in so many different fashions. Like, they were good in close games. Really, the only way to beat the Chiefs, you got to blow them out. And from the start, this looked like a blowout. In the whole year, the Chiefs sort of escaped bad offensive line play, because we talked about it up here a lot. This offensive line was not great. The interior 3 were okay. The tackles really struggled at times. Patrick Mahomes was sacked this whole season more than he's ever been sacked in his entire career. So I think that obviously played into it. And then really mediocre skill play. Like Hollywood Brown didn't play half the year. Xavier Worthy was a rookie. Travis Kelce wasn't like he was. DeAndre Hopkins, other than the first 2 games of his season with the Chiefs, didn't really play well. So you do all that, and then you play against the most talented team in the world. Like, this is one of the most talented Eagles teams I've ever seen, from like 1 to 53. And when you're doing that, and then when you look at Mahomes, like, for me, it's a bad game. You got to wear this one on the chin. Like, there's no getting. It was a terrible game. There's no way around it, right?
Yeah.
And it proves he's human, because we talk about like greatest of all time, greatest this. I actually think it was shady. It's not that far off in terms of their start through age 29. I don't want to show this.
Stats-wise, see? Stats-wise.
It's not even stats-wise. It's AFC. Look right here. It's AFC Championship appearances. Mahomes, 7. Okay, 5 Super Bowl appearances, 3 more than Brady. 3 Super Bowl wins, 3 Super Bowl MVP. Like, all this stuff, it's pretty similar, but I'm with you on the getting embarrassed in a Super Bowl. Yeah. If you just look through age 29, like, he's on track. Mahomes is on track.
We're not talking about track.
As a player.
But I'm just saying, like, one of the greatest of all times looked human.
Listen, none of us is docking Patty Mahomes for nothing. Patty Mahomes is special. But we got to keep it a buck up here in the facility.
Yep.
He did not play good. And if this was a game of Lamar Jackson or Jalen Hurts or Josh Allen, we would be killing them. It wouldn't be no stats. And that goes for the same for Patty. He did not play well last night. The Chiefs did not have answers. We praised the Kansas City Chiefs all year long of play design. Look at what Andy Reid designed up. Look at what the plays that Patrick Mahomes is making. They had no quick game. They had no run game. They had no special designs. You got 4 rushers coming at you, and the Eagles ain't been known for sacking the quarterback all year long. They just been known for playing really good defense, assignment sound, and taking the ball away, not sacking the quarterback. Those dudes was unblocked all the way down the line. All 4 of them was having a party at the quarterback. Dead serious. All 4 of them was there. It was you this time, Sweat. You this time, Carter. All 4 of them was getting to the quarterback at will, and the Kansas City Chiefs all game long had no answers. And if they did have answers, Patty Mahomes was not getting the ball out of his hands. They had drop passes. I've never seen a Chiefs team look like that on the offensive side of the ball. They got beat down, especially the best player in the world. And I agree with what Shady's saying, because Tom Brady would have had some answers.
Yeah.
And that's all he's saying from level-wise. Like, Tom Brady would have had some answers for that. You're only rushing 4 on me? Man, I'm going to have a plan to get this ball out of my hand or whatever it is. Patty Mahomes and Andy Reid, I'm telling you, I'm not saying they didn't prepare. They didn't look prepared.
And we in the facility, what we do, not only give you opinions, but uniquely to other morning shows, want to show you all some things as well. Hey, throw up this full screen, Colvin. You can 4-box it so I can look at my guys while we watch this tape. Because when I say Patrick Mahomes was seeing ghosts, this is what I mean when I say he was seeing ghosts. Let me know when y'all are ready. There's not actually pressure here. There's just a figment of pressure. It's very simple. It is a 4-man rush. We bring in 1, 2, 3. We're bringing 4, which means we're playing coverage on the back end with everybody else. So how in the world is there a sack on this play? Watch closely at home. Mahomes, he could get this ball out
right now.
I mean, he could get that ball out right there, but he's holding on to it. Again, it's a 4-man rush. Chase, you're the quarterback.
Yeah.
Relatively clean pocket.
Yeah.
Relatively clean pocket.
For a quick game, that's very clean.
It's clean. Again, you got man down here, you got man down here, which means, Pat, you got a dude open right there. Just throw it. But instead, he steps into a sack, giving them away like Oprah back on the Oprah Winfrey Show. You just stepping in the sack. So this is what I mean when I say watch it again at home. This is what I mean when I say Mahomes was seeing ghosts. He's seeing defenders that are not there. The quarterback at this desk is saying it's a relatively clean pocket. Your eyes at home are saying that receiver is open. You can get it out your hand. Instead, you take a sack. You can remove the play. That's what I mean. Again, we want to show y'all tape along with giving y'all opinions this morning in such an epic show.